Hey guys, I'm here with a story for one of the people that was in my game, Clash of Clans. He sent he sent me a name for a story, Tyler. This story a is gonna be, a different story, but also it's gonna be a bit weird, I guess. Without further this title is called The Passages Through Worlds. Here we go. One day, a guy named Tyler was reading a book, and he was in his house. Don't be confused. When he finished it, he put it back on the shelf until he noticed a book that was not there before. The journey? When or how did a random book got into my bookshelf? He grabs the book and opens it. It only said, "Be specific and use this book for your use." That's weird. There's no words. Well, here goes nothing. He writes he writes send me to any world that is not dangerous with this book and pencil. The book send them to a world that uses magic. He looks around and found an apple tree, but this apple tree has the apple with a symbol of the elements: fire, water, air, electric, all of the elements and others, except one in the middle that has all the element symbols. He climbs up the tree and grabs the apple in the middle. He puts it in his satchel, he puts it in his bag, and the smart thing he did was kept on climbing to the top to see where he was. He could see a small town about 3 miles north where he was, or where he was looking. He he climbed down. Once he got down, he decided to run to the village. When he got to the village, he saw a lot of merchants, uh, soldiers, and a lot of other people in there. Even markets. When he was taught, what he did was he talked to some people and asked some questions. The first thing, where's the library, so he can find out what about this world and what does it have any dangerous stuff, or is it all good? They told him turn left about 1 mile, then turn right, and you'll see it right there. And this, when he did that, he saw the library. It was humongous. There were books. When he got inside, he could feel the cold air. He saw a lot of books shelved alphabetic, ugh, alphabetically, and he decided to check the history first to see what it did in the past and what it is today. He even asked the librarian some questions of this year they are in. She said there are rare things that are grown and common things that are born. She did explain there were a bit of dangerous places or and animals in this world. She also asked what was his name. He he told her his name was Tyler, and the librarian was pleased to hear his name, since that was used very often years ago. When he When he finished asking questions, he asked he pulled out the fruit he picked out from the tree and asked her, "Is this really rare is this is this something else or dangerous?" She could see that he grabbed a really rare fruit that is in the forest at a certain time and place. Most people wouldn't go there since one, some dangerous animals were protecting it, and two, it is hard for them to breathe in there since the forest is in a mystic, watery, warm helium air like as if it was draining your air out of your lungs. She said, if you eat this fruit, all those symbols that are on it, you will have all of their elements. And she could see one very rare element in there, which is light. Light magic is when you can turn things to good. Well, I'm gonna cut this video short since I'm gonna be writing down a bit more of this story. Oh, and by the way, Funty, the person who gave me the name, I had this story made before. I just didn't wrote more, but I'll make sure I will and add more. And the original name was Jordan, but I replaced it with Tyler since I had to make plan. So I hope you like this story and comment down any monsters, any kind of thing you want in this world or you want in his adventure. So I'll see you guys later and we'll see how this story ends.